Let's you can add pictures through one more. Alright, yeah, I can do one more, Dawn. Alright, let's do one more. I'll do one more run. How is this lady through my splits? If you go to edit, if you right click your timer and go to edit layout, you can, in your layout settings, you can include a background image. Alright, one more. If I do one more, I might do another after that because I won't have time to do Batman for too long tonight because I'm trying to put a hard limit on my streams on work nights. I don't want to stream past midnight on work days. Because if there's one thing I haven't been doing properly as of late, it's getting a good amount of rest. Oh, who? Alright, let's do one more, fellas. She's a cosplayer, Dawn, so yeah. Alright, I guess no Buttman tonight. I'll do Buttman on Wednesday. Actually, I don't know if I have time on Wednesday because I want to do a D-Rust of RDO. But I guess with RDO, I can just do one D-Rust run and then go straight to Batman, like no reset for RDO. We'll see. No worries, Aggie. Good night, man. I'll catch you later. Hello. All right, let's go. No memes, boys. Well, plenty of memes. Just hope this run's not memey, that's all. Hey! Yo, what's up, Ninja Hamster? How you going, mate? Hope you're doing well, sir. Crap, I won't have time to finish this. Actually, yeah, now I can. VPN. Nah, I'll try do another one after this Dawnbringer because if I start casual Batman now, I'll stream to way too late. So I'll use the rest of this stream to do Ganonless attempts. And then I'll try squeeze in some Batman on Wednesday if possible. If I had a bit more time, I'd stream a bit more, but just with my work schedule and everything, it doesn't make it possible to stream like too long. Oh, I know that, Jen. If I could stream for like 8 hours, I would, but I know I'd be super fucked for work tomorrow. A little bit, Arthur. Like, there's a Sydney comp coming up at the end of the year that I might go to. I think when when it faded, it was most definitely the admin side of things. Like, I didn't want to have the worry in the back of my mind of like, oh, there's another competition coming up in like a couple of months. So from that perspective, I'm actually really, really keen to just maybe go to the odd comp here and there and just compete for a bit of fun, you know? Need to make streaming your full-time job. Well, that was on the table at one point, Ninja. Those cards were on the table. But I chickened out and took the offer to be a software developer under a contract. But now I'm starting to consider it again because, yeah, I enjoy being a developer, but I enjoy streaming a lot more. I'll have to see what my options are. And just try narrow out my options a bit. Also, whew, that escape. Saved a second and a half over gold there. Oh no, chicken moves. Yeah, I guess just conscious decisions at the time that I thought were sensible. You are a smart man, Mac. Exactly. There's no NDAs and just stream the work. Game, set, match. Streaming and getting work done. Yeah, what's up, Super Mike? For Ganonless, this category, it involves being swordless, yeah. Because it relies, we need to be swordless for one trick. Well, I've always thought about maybe streaming some of my own projects at one point, Mac, but I'm a bit self-conscious about it because if backseat gaming is any indication, I think backseat coding would be even worse. So I think coding I'll probably just keep off stream until, like, I feel a little bit more confident with it. But even then, I'm not sure. Maybe. Like, unless you're learning, it's like, if you're learning how to code, then yeah, having chat help you in certain aspects, I think would be great. But if it's like, you know, you're doing like a project and then you get into like an argument with someone about like a design paradigm, it's like, is it really worth it? As in, what am I working on, at work? Or you mean in my own time at the moment, Ninja? Yo, what's up, Snowblind? How you going, mate? Good to see you, good to see you. Long time no see. And how are you, by the way, Mac? And Super Mike. I didn't get to say hello to you guys and ask how you guys are doing. Oops. Movement. I'm not too bad, Mac. Can't complain. At work, I can't really talk about it because Mac said I signed an NDA. But we're effectively building a really, really sophisticated web app for our client. It churns through a ton of data and spits out something really, really unique that I don't think anyone's ever done before. And our main senior developer is really, really clever. Really, really... Like, he thought of all of this, and we just pretty much just helped where we could. How are the runs going, Mike? I can't. They're going okay. We've had some really good paced runs tonight, but nothing too stellar. And what would I stream if I was working on my own projects? You know, for being like a back-end web developer, I still haven't built my own website. Ninja. So I guess if I ever streamed coding, I wouldn't mind streaming that because I can do the back end fine. It's just front end stuff I've never had much experience with. Like, you know, HTML and CSS and all that. So I'll have to learn that at some point. I'm thinking of learning Angular because we're building our current web app in Node and the front end's using Angular. So I feel like it makes sense to pair the two together. Or I could learn React. That's the type of argument I don't want to get into someone with, you know, let's say I'm like, you know, developing a web app using like Node, and then I choose Angular as like my front end stack. And then some guy, like a, you know, a full-on Facebook fanboy is like, oh man, you should be using React because of blah blah blah. It's like, really? I don't want to get into an argument with you about this because it's dumb. All back end, no front end. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing for the last like 8 months, PK. I've been building the back end with a couple of other developers. But I think what I might do is just work on this project in my own time, and then as I build up my own projects a bit more, I might start streaming them. Backend web dev is fun, Snow. Node is really, really good. I really, really enjoy Node. I think when I build my own website, I'll use a combination of Node and Angular. A, because I'm familiar with Node, and Angular because we use it at work, and I think it'd be a good tool to just know. Because at the moment, if there's like a front-end bug, I'm like fucking useless. I'm like, I can't help. But if I learned a bit of Angular, I'd be like, oh yeah, I know what's going on here. I'd be able to debug stuff. Like our senior, there's 2 seniors that we have on the project. One of the seniors, well, both of them are full stack. Vu or Voa, I can never remember how to pronounce it, but I remember reading an article about like, you know, if you're using like, it was like Facebook versus React versus Angular versus Vo or Vu, and I was like, what's this? A new stack, like a new front end, like a new front end app. I'm like, oh no, this is gonna cause more arguments, Kappa. Yeah, pretty much, Tough Cookie, all the glitches. Oh, it's just called View. Okay, sweet. Good to know, Snow. This is called View. Well, I could look into that just to be quote-unquote different. I'll see. I'll see whatever I'm in the mood for. Slow, but whatever. We'll keep it going. Like currently, there's the main stack, which I think it's something Express, Angular, and I don't think what his mains. People keep telling me they're gonna make it. Do you use the main stack? Mongo, Express, Angular, and Node. Well, we don't use Mongo as our DB at work because of our clients. We're using SSMS or SQL Server. I guess for my own project, I could look into Mongo. Doesn't really bother me too much. I don't have any. At the moment, I don't have any preference for like a database that I use. I just use what we have to. C++ was my first language, and it was a fucking steep learning curve. Oh my goodness. That learning curve was huge. But I'm glad I did it. Yeah, these days I just do all of my work in Node, but Like, I'll definitely keep it as like a tool to use if I ever decide to do more developing again, but for my own projects, I'll just muck around with things, see what interests me. Do everything in Ruby. I remember at work at one point, I was looking into, well, I was put on like a DevOps project. That was actually really interesting, but we didn't do too much of it, unfortunately. But then I'm like partially responsible for the deployments now, and fuck. Infrastructure can go suck a fat one, seriously. I do not want to look after infrastructure next project or whatever I work on. Like, you know, I understand how it works, but I don't want to be like the primary like person responsible for it. What's up, Ginger? Do you think Gordon Ramsay seasons his girlfriend's ass before eating it? Yeah, why wouldn't you? Yo, what's up, Funky? Went back to Siege Apno? Nice, nice. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What's happening, Ginger? Mate, if you're gonna learn a lesson from Mikami, it's don't eat ass unless it's seasoned. Salt and pepper, and a bit of paprika, and you got yourself a fine serving of ass. Taking notes. You can imagine Ginger just like... Also, Funky Pixie with the host. Thanks, buddy. How you doing? Hey, what's up, Dollar? How you going, mate? Hey, Cribe. I'm doing good, man. How are you? Really, Ginger? I can see it fine. Ooh, job interview in a few hours. Good luck, man. What's the position for? If you don't mind me asking, Cribe. Hey, it's something, Cribe. Best of luck, man. Best of luck. Oh, fair enough, Dollar. Yeah, I know the feeling, mate. The last 2 weeks were just absolutely hectic for me, Dollar, like with the move and everything. And Mrs. Meeker and I did like an epic 12-hour sleep on Sunday. It was so craigasm. No, I've been streaming for like 2 and a bit hours now, Cripe, but I'll try finish this run because I haven't had much luck tonight. I'm just doing this run because for PAX Oz that's coming up in like less than 2 weeks, I'm doing 2 sets of runs for 2 different events. And for one of the runs, one of the events I'm doing Ganonless. And the other event I'm doing Reverse Dungeon Order, so sometime this week I'll need to de-rust in Reverse Dungeon Order as well. Most likely Wednesday. I will spend tomorrow having a look at one of my old runs and just taking notes on what tricks I may need to revise. Oh, it was so good, Dollar. So good. We really needed it because we were running on like 5 hours max of sleep for the last 2 weeks. And before we went to bed, I told Mrs. Mika, I'm like, let's not make any plans tomorrow. I'm not even gonna set the alarm. Let's just sleep and wake up when we wake up. We went to bed at like 2 in the morning and then we didn't get up until like 1:30 in the afternoon the next day. I was like, alright, job done. Mrs. Mika, are we gonna have breakfast, lunch, or dinner? I'm like, brunch. Yo, Pala with the raid. Dude, thank you so much. How was your stream, Pala? Hope it went well, man. This whole run is ridiculous. It's pretty full on, tough cookie. You see some pretty crazy shit happen. I'm doing good, Pala. How are you, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. No, Ginger. I use qqtimer.net if I'm from a computer, or I use a stack mat to time myself. I'm sorry to hear that, Paola. What happened with the stream? Were people just being like nasty or some shit? Send them to me, I'll fuck them up, Paola, if they're being nasty to you. You're like the nicest guy, you don't deserve that. Don't worry, Pala. Chin up, man. Chin up. It's been a quiet month for a lot of people, Pala. You're not the only one, dude. Don't worry. Twitch just has its like ebb and flow. Some weeks are just really quiet. Some weeks are quiet. Some weeks are really, really active. It happens, man. Oh, I didn't take any extra damage. That's okay. Like I didn't mash A fast enough. That's okay. IRL is stuff, dude. Just a lot going on, Pala. Just IRL stuff. Yeah, fair enough, man. You've just been like super busy? Ugh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Just message me, Pala, if you want someone to talk to. I'm sorry to hear that. That too, PK. HSC starting, so everyone's just like, Monka has better study. I agree, Ginger. Yeah, all good, pal. All good, mate. I gotcha. I didn't have much motivation to study either during HSC PK. Was that meant to happen? Yep. That was getting the Bolero of Fire without having to watch the cutscene, Tough Cookie. And I'll need that for later. Are you doing 4 unit of maths or anything like that, PK? I found 4 units of maths like so interesting. It was so hard though. 4 unit, nice. What are they teaching 4 unit these days, PK? I assume complex numbers and like polynomials and vectors. Conics was like my least favorite section about 4 unit maths. Fuck conics. So dance game. Yo, what's up, Samson? Thanks for the good luck. Well, good to know that I haven't changed the curriculum in like 10 years. It means if I was gonna tutor someone, I wouldn't have to be like, oh yeah, you guys are learning something completely different. I just didn't like it at the time. It didn't make sense to me, PK. But I reckon if I looked at it now, I'd kind of be like, oh yeah. It's changing next year, is it? The year after next. Right. Okay, hell, that'd be interesting. I am legit going to lose time because I couldn't play Bolero. Matt's A. Anyone here from Melbourne? Nah, I'm from Sydney, Jinjo. Originally a Gong boy, moved up to the big bad world of Sydney. Oh, is it Matt's A, like general Matt's? New place is going great, Pala. Thanks for asking, man. I don't, Samson. I'm ethnically Chinese. Both of my parents are Chinese. The only type of mix I've got is my maternal grandfather was half Manchurian, but that's not really like a different. It depends on who you ask, but yeah, subset. Yo, what's up, Shadow Eternia? Thanks for the good luck, and hey, what's up, Pluto? How are you? Legit losing time because I can't play Bolero. Well, whatever, it's all good. I'm doing okay, Pluto. I can't complain. Can't complain at all. So Math C is like our 4-unit maths, it looks like. Yeah, for anyone who's like really confused, in my state in Australia, when we studied for our uni entrance exams, every subject we studied was divided into units. Most subjects were 2 units, and some subjects you could elect to do up to 3 or even 4. And your best 10 units of studies are counted towards a score that we call the ATAR, the Australian Tertiary Admission Rank. It's a number between 0 and 99.95, I think, these days. And it just basically determines your percentile. So when I did what's called the HSC, which is I guess the Australian equivalent of the SATs, I did 4 units of maths, 2 units of English, chemistry, and biology. I was originally doing 12. And a lot of people do 12 as like, well, if I fuck up in one subject, I've got another 2 as buffer. But I'm like, no, fuck that. If I'm gonna do, if they're only gonna count 10 units, I may as well just make all 10 count. That way I don't have to wonder like, oh, is this my like throwaway subject? So yeah. Yeah, sounds good, Lacrima. Do the other one tomorrow, I suppose. Space yourself out, hey. Except swap bio for software design. I don't know why the hell I picked biology, PK. It was easy. But, I think I had interest in it, but it was so much theory. Oh my goodness. I should have done like physics or like, you know, software dev like you did. But I picked bio because I was like, yeah, this looks alright. It's just a ton of like word info to remember. I read an article today, actually, PK, that they're trying to push all HSC students to study maths as compulsory now, which I think is good. I could write an essay, but I can't count. It's like, alright, sweet. It's a little bit on my mind, Jinjo. Work has been on my mind a lot as of late. But we'll be fine. So what's with Kami in my name? It's just an anime character that I really liked as a kid, Samson. I made the tag MikamiHero when I was 17, and I've just used the tag since then. I think both compulsory is fair, PK. Because one should learn how to write and express themselves, and one should also know how to count and understand, you know, basic mathematical concepts. I was a massive fan of Death Note when I was younger, Eternia. So I picked Mikami from Death Note, and I picked Hero from Fire Emblem, and just put them together. I liked Mikami because he was just fucked up. And my reasoning is, you don't remember the boring, like, archetypal, look at me, I'm a hero character. You always remember the most fucked up ones. That's what, like, whenever I watch a TV show or an anime, I'm like, yeah, I don't remember the boring archetypal hero or villains. I remember the messed up guy the most. The guy that just defied, like, all rules, like, he just didn't care. And they're the characters I like the most, because I think they make, like, TV shows and, like, entertainment so much more interesting. If everyone was like, you know, boy meets girl, you know, girl likes boy, guy saves girl, everyone lives happily ever after, it's like, alright, cool, nice. But then when it's just like, okay, this character's like messed up, then I'm like, oh, I remember this. Yeah, good old Fire Emblem, love Fire Emblem. Grab a heart. I think I'll be okay, Arthur, because I've got 3/4 here. If I had half, if I had a quarter, then yeah, I would have grabbed one. No, I hated having numbers in my username, Jinjo. Even back then, I was like, fuck that. Oh no, good Arthur. Yeah, pretty much, Liza, just don't take a hit. But yeah, I came up with MikamiHero when I was 17 because when I was like from 14 to like 16, I used a different tag. But then I changed tags because I learned that the tag that I used was the name of a band from like Brazil, like a power metal band, which unfortunately were like dog shit, which sucks. But I was like, okay, I can't use that tag anymore because it's taken. What else can I think of? Then again, my spelling was unique, so I probably could have gotten away with it, but I'm like, nah. I know, right, Eternia? Don't get hit. Oh fuck, I thought I was gonna fall off for a sec. Damn, I must have had some bad movement here if I'm losing this much time. Oh, it's so scary, PK. It's so scary. Alright, here we go. That spiral staircase is like creepy. Took me way too long to recognize that case. Oh, one second. Whew. We skipped the boss key there, Tough Cookie. So we got the Megaton Hammer, skip having to get the boss key by doing a clip there. Whew. Right, please be nice to me. Thanks, Shadow. Appreciate it, man. Should be fine. Cool. Oof. Whew. Wow. I was not expecting that. Hey, PB, woot! I was not expecting that. Phew! Alrighty, that's that. Another VC Inject Ganonless PB. It's 3506 Ganonless 1 VC. Holy crap. Thanks guys, thanks Shadow, thanks Zyza, Style, Mashok, Arthur, Susie, Roughness, Snow, Micro, Jimmy, Jap, Duff. I am glad, Susie. Thanks, Tough Cookie. Whew. Damn.